Okay, a lot of you have been asking me how I was able to cut the cord on cable. This is a brief summary of what I did. First thing you need to do, go to that bill. $160 a month, too much for me. Decided that was it. Got rid of my cable, my internet, and my phone. So I got to start from scratch. So first thing you got to do, decide what you watch. Do you watch a lot of movies? Do you watch a lot of local programs? Do you watch a lot of sports? You're going to have to rebuild your own channels when you start to do this. First purchase, biggest thing, you need to get yourself a real good modem and Wi-Fi router. I got this one here. This is an Aris. It has 2 frequencies on it. Cost me $150. Do not be cheap on this. And also, when you buy it, make sure that whatever you get, it meets the standards of the provider that you're getting. So you want to make sure that this thing actually is up to snuff, and everyone that you have will give you a list of modems that you can buy. So you want to take a look at that. Now we're going to go into the living room where the heart of the system is. I bought the Roku 3, which you see here. It cost me about $100. So I got this one because I just like it. I like the Roku. I had a Roku 1, a Roku 2. Do not buy anything less than the Roku 3 if you're going to do this, because you're going to need that. And you'll see why in a minute. So the Roku just hooks into the back here. You can see it's a little tiny little unit there. Comes with a really cool little remote. Has Hulu on it, Netflix. So I have Netflix for $8, Hulu for $8, and then Sling TV for $20. Netflix gives me movies, old shows. Hulu gives me some of the newer stuff, and Sling gives you live CNN, live ESPN, live Bloomberg, and about 8 or 9 other channels that are live. So very cool. So another reason I wanted the Roku is because I put this HDMI cable onto it, which cost me $8, and I can do something called screen mirroring on it. So you can see whatever's on my smartphone, I can now put right on my screen. So you push the little button, and it changes to whatever else you got on there. So you can go through here. And what's cool about this is I can also play movies. Last night I had Dogma on here, and I watched the whole thing. Dogma's on YouTube, believe it or not, the whole movie for free. So you can just literally just punch up whatever you want, and you're good to go. So this screen mirroring thing, that cable cost me $9. It's really cool, but it has to run through the side of the Roku. So I'm sure Apple TV's got something very similar to this. So, and one other cool thing is if you're super lazy, on the Roku remote, there's a little thing, and you can just talk into it and say Chicago Fire, and it will put up every episode of Chicago Fire that there is. And finally, we come to the HD TV antenna, which cost me $30. We forget that 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, and Fox are all live, and they're all free. You don't have to pay for them. So if you don't want to miss the Bears games or a lot of the NCAA tournament, you can get it off of there. So it's free. One downfall, keep it away from the window, because on days when it's high winds, it'll ghost a lot. So if you put everything together, I probably spent about, I would say about $300 on all the various things I got. And with my bill now at $90 instead of $160, I'm pretty happy with what I got. So the one thing missing, of course, is a DVR, which I don't have. 2 ways to go with that. I can either go and buy one for $300 with no monthly fee, or they make one that has for $50, it has a $15 a month fee, which I'm not interested in. Don't want to pay any more fees. So pretty simple to do. You'll see lots of wires, but I just have a lot of the wires out for you to see. And actually pretty easy to do. So if you have any questions, drop me a line.